We as humans are social creatures. We live, learn, eat, and create in the presence of others. We've created infrastructure to support our social lifestyles. Stores, restaurants, and schools. In recent years, however, all of that has changed. Suddenly, common settings became biohazardous threats. Our infrastructure we built up left empty, and its people confined to their homes. Our social species condemned to hibernate in isolation. But what if I told you there was a world beyond our own? A world that people have been using to communicate and socialize in this time of great loneliness. And that the technology to do so is closer than you think. What I'm talking about, of course, is the advent of virtual reality technology, headsets that allow the users to project themselves into a virtual environment and do all sorts of activities. Over the course of the COVID pandemic, people have been using this technology to reach outside of their homes and interact with the world in a whole new way. But how does it work? And in what ways are we interacting with the world? Let's find out.
At first, it started off a bit weird, a bit confusing with everything that started going on. At first, I thought as if, like, this is just something that will, pass eventually, but the thought of a pandemic was just scary because I never had experienced that before. So the pandemic itself just kind of started to affect me emotionally. So just like me and everybody else, we had to work through it. College itself was a little bit harder. I was just kind of like adjusting myself to taking classes online, and honestly, taking classes online is not the same as taking them in person. You really lose a lot of motivation since you're around your space that you're most comfortable around. So you get more distracted when you're taking classes online, and it's been really hard.
I mean, I would say that since, you don't get to talk to people as much in real life and you don't get to make as many friends in like college, or especially during the beginning. Now that it's cooling down a little bit, it's a little bit better. But before the cool down, it was like way less people were around and you couldn't talk to as many people. And, it's an easier way to connect to people in like a broader horizon of people than you would in like a smaller area like a town or a college or something like that. You can meet people from all sorts of the world, not just in your own area, and you could see how it was affecting them as well.
It was an interesting change from the pandemic to, get out of that anxiety from everything just going wrong. And overall, virtual reality just really helped me out a lot, especially just VR chat in general, which is just a virtual reality game where you socialize with people. And honestly, it really just changed a lot for me overall, and it was a really nice change from the pandemic ever since I got the VR headset and started to just kind of play and talk with people on it. I accidentally moved this.
all of us have been hurt by the pandemic in one way or the other, but through the lens of VR, we're able to communicate with each other in a way that's never been done before. Yes, the pandemic is still ongoing, and yes, VR still has a lot of room to grow. But with persistence, we can keep pushing the boundaries of innovation and connect with each other from all over the world. It's up to us to pave the future for connection.